Hi, everybody. It's Rory. I did promise that I would do a recording, and has to do with VidiLook and a lot of other projects. So what I'd like to do is jump straight into it. I'm going to just share something that I have put together, some notes. So firstly, this has to do with regards to Sam Lee and the projects that we've participated. This presentation is private and for members that have been affected only. I want just to put forward that I'm not giving any advice. This is for educational and sharing purposes. And I want to share my knowledge and experience with members. And this is for members that are seeking more information or want to take some action. And this is purely from my personal perspective on the matter. And the date is 11th of September. And if you want more information, you can ask roryc@gmail.com. That's askroryc@gmail.com. You can take a quick snapshot of that. I've dedicated this email address with support so that we can try and get some of the issues addressed. So let's talk about some of the programs that have affected. So those that are aware, Sam Lee and Hypertech Group have been in the market space for some time. And the projects I want to talk about or put under this sort of question is from HyperOne, HyperCommunity, HyperCapital, HyperGlobal, HyperFund, Hyperverse, HyperNation, HyperCosmos, and more recently, October last year, StableDAO, VidiLook, Beta and Live, VAV, which is recent, and now currently Vend. Now, the reason I'm putting this together is that we as a community have participated in one or some of these ventures, and we have lost our funds or we are still waiting for questions to be answered. Too many people have been hurt and or have lost money, and in my opinion, no proper explanation has been given. And I want to seek the truth, and I would like to know where the members are and what we're going to do together. One project is still in play, and that's We Are All Satoshi. Chavez has now officially taken control and taken over this project. Chavez has a personal interest in this project. He's saying he's 100% in control. And I think he's really doing a good job. We want to see what happens. The question is, what is Sam Lee's role moving forward? And there was a commitment of 2% of that fee that was due to pay back people in VidiLook. Is that still the case? We don't know yet. But what we do know is that Chavez controls the tech and currently controls the proof of reserve wallet. And there is a way forward that Chavez is proposing. He's saying that himself and community leaders will control this wallet, so there will never be a question of what happens to the fund. But before you jump on board with We Are Satoshi, I recommend that you fully understand the program in detail before you commit any funds. It's very important that you ask or have all your questions answered. There are critical things that you need to understand before you commit. Get to know all the information first and get to know what you're getting into. You're effectively placing a bet and working to see what Bitcoin's going to do in the future. It could be a fantastic bet, but understand everything. I'm personally finishing off a risk matrix on this program and with as many questions and answers, and this I'll make available to my members to share so they can also be informed. And again, this model is really dependent on what your risk appetite is. But I think what's most important, understand exactly what you're getting into before you move forward. Now let's talk about Sam Lee, truth or lies. So Sam Lee has said, I'm not to blame. And this has been for Hyperverse, HyperNation. He said he's just been caught up in this. Last year, October, he started StableDAO. The beginning of the year, he came out and said, all those people affected, come to me and I'm going to sort your issues out. We trusted him. We put our faith in him. He launched a program which he claims was not his, which was VidiLook, which later he says he's now got ownership of. But the problem is people's money has been tied up. Now he's saying that his lawyers have cleared him of any wrongdoing. And perhaps that's the case. Perhaps we're going to take that at face value. But what I can tell you in the last couple of weeks, the way Sam has spoken to this community and come across on a lot of these official presentations is quite disgusting, actually. And Sam, I'm actually embarrassed for you. And I know you say you got all the money in the world and you can behave how you choose. Sure, that's your choice. but speaking to community and people when there could be children on this presentations, or people listening to that kind of foul language and accusing the community for the failures, I don't think is very fair, especially what you have committed and promised to the people. Now, Sam, I'm not saying that you are guilty, but I think as a community, we need to decide, are we going to take action or are we going to walk away? That's really the choice we got to make. Sam is saying the NDA is one thing he will never break, and the truth will come out, it just won't come from him. But, if there is a court case, the NDA will get superseded and the court will intervene. And if Sam says he's innocent, well, then our actions are going to support him in clearing his name. Because obviously, if we get to the truth and Sam is purely not to blame, well, then Sam must really encourage us to get to the truth, because then we've cleared his name for him. But if Sam is not innocent and it does come out that there is, real, he's adopted the name Scam Lee, and he said, you can call me Scam Lee if I don't pay your money back within 48 hours, and that was with the VAV. So effectively, he's given us permission to call him Scam Lee until proven otherwise. But the way I see it is that we're here after the truth. Well, I'm after the truth, not just for VidiLook and not just for VAV, for all of it. I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to know exactly where my community stands and where I stand. I am not sitting in limbo anymore, waiting week after week, wondering what's going to happen and false promises. Again, I'm not here against anybody specifically, and Sam, you might be completely innocent, and I respect that. But at this stage, you haven't given us a formal plan. You haven't told us when we're going to get paid. You haven't told us when we're going to get our money back from VAV, which is your program that you said that you would honor your payments. And, inspecting that wallet and checking the movement of cash flows, large amounts of money have moved out of the system, which we are yet to have justification. And you're sitting with all the information. And if you have an NDA saying that you can't give us the information, well, then as a community, we need to come together to force that communication. And if we have to do it in the courts, we'll do that. And Sam Lee's put an invitation out for people to go and meet with him. Well, Sam, I most certainly look forward to meeting you in person, and I accept that invitation. And when I'll be coming to Dubai, I certainly will be looking forward to meet with you in person so that you can address the issues that need to be addressed. Because regardless of what happens now, it's time for the community to know where we stand. So to move action forward, I've been working with a lot of people in Dubai and around the world. And the quickest way we're going to move is a class action lawsuit. Again, Sam's got nothing to worry about. I just think it's all members' responsibility to get involved. Anybody that wants to get to know the truth or have a chance to get their money back. And we need to make that decision. We either do something or we do nothing and we walk away. But if we walk away, then you mustn't complain about anything going forward. The reason why I have been working with people on the ground in Dubai, because that is where Sam Lee is at the moment. And Sam is the chairman of the Hypertech Group. And this is beyond VidiLook and other things. So what I'd like to do is see where the commitment is of the community. Do they want to go forward? Do we want to get our answers? And the way I see it, I know there were over 110,000 people in VidiLook alone, and this excludes maybe 200,000-300,000 people that were in Hyper. And all I'm looking for is commitment from 10,000 people to move forward. That's 10%. And once we know that we've got that, I've spoken to various parties and top people in the industry. We will have a dedicated website and communication plan, and we will, as a collective force, move forward. I do have external support on this. I do have some influential and wealthy people as well. But first, they want to see is the community united. It's not just their responsibility, it's our responsibility as members to move forward. So the question is, do we unite, and do we want to get justice, and do we want to get the answers that we're all seeking? There's over 100,000 people, as I said, in VidiLook. We're only looking for 10%. So, and this is across all platforms. So how are we going to see this through? So the way forward I see is, let's first establish what the commitment is. What does the community want to do? Are you going to walk away, or are you going to move forward? So to firm up that commitment, I want to see all the leaders and what they want to do. And we want to get commitment from people just to essentially say, yes, they committed to the program. And again, this is across all the programs. What we want to do is put a $15 commitment fee in place to secure your claim in that lawsuit. And we aim to make that fully refundable. And not only that, we want to get added value back to anybody that commits that $15. And that $15 will be managed on multiple platforms. But don't send any money just yet. Right now, all I'm wanting to do is get commitment. Once we have the 10,000 confirmed commitment, we'll get the website out. It will take literally a couple of days to get that done. I have experts in the field that are committed. And people are saying, oh, well, I've lost all my money. I've lost all my money. I understand that. And there's people that put their last $50 into this program. And that is what is so heartbreaking, is that people that can't afford to lose any money have lost their money. And we all can't afford to lose money, but we have one chance to unite together to go and get the answers we need. And if you don't have money, well, Sam Lee has launched a project called VE End, and it pays apparently $1 a day. So for $15, go and get your $1 a day, put the money together, and then participate and lay your claim. You may get your $100, $200, $10,000, $1,000 back. What are you owed? But I can assure you, if the community doesn't unite or doesn't do anything, then we have no place to complain and to not move forward. So this is the chance. So what is your $15? What does it get for you? First of all, justice and peace of mind and a chance to get your money back. You know, so many people are waiting on these other projects to get paid out, and they don't know where they stand. And I think at the end of the day, what is the truth worth to you? Let's get to the truth. I've already spoken to certain platforms that have already arranged $15 benefits to come back to you. So not only are you going to get your justice and, you know, get your peace, I have already arranged that $15 will be locked away for you, and you will get that refunded to you, not only in benefits, but in actual future cash as well. So it's really just a matter of uniting ourselves together as a community. But I will only do that once we have the commitment. Why does everybody want a community? Because our strength is us. It's us as the community. And really now is the time to show it and to use it. If we confirm our commitment together, then we move forward together. So I'm appealing to all the leaders, all the members, all the V5s in Hyper, anybody that's been affected, reach out and discuss this with each other. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And if Sam is innocent, fine, but we follow the money trail and we get to the truth. And at the end of the day, I want to get back to people what is due. No more games. So right now, short and sweet, black and white, straight to the point. For first of all, no money to be sent now. All that I'm looking for, or we looking forward as certain leaders, is member commitment. Are you committed to get to the truth? Are you committed to moving forward? Or do you just want to walk away from it? And if the overall majority says, no, let's just walk away, well, then that's fine. Then we do that. But if you want to do something about it, myself and certain leaders are happy to move forward to stand up and say, right now we demand to get answers. No more mind games, no more lies. But if you do nothing, the choice is yours. But for me, doing nothing is not an option. I cannot sleep at night knowing how many people have suffered. So I am wanting to unite us to provide you an opportunity to get that peace, to get that chance to get your money back. Because I believe the truth must be heard, and justice must come out to all. So I leave it with you, the community, what you decide you want to do. I've put my email address there, askroryc@gmail.com. Leaders, members, you're welcome to email. I'm going to put a Google form out. I will circulate that Google form. Once we have 10,000 members commitment, we're going into action. How quickly can we do that is entirely up to you as members. So again, I appeal to you. This is your time to make a decision. And I believe united, we can achieve a lot. We're a powerful force. We're good people. We did nothing wrong. We only supported in the best way that we could. And again, if Sam Lee, if you're innocent, fantastic. we'll clear you of that. But right now, just to believe face value while you're drinking and abusing us, to say that your lawyers have, they've determined you're not at fault. Well, that's not a court of law, in my opinion. So, Sam, I'm not against you. I just want the truth. And I want this community to be healed. And I want people to get their day in court or justice or their money back. And that is what I wish for the community. So if you're in, let's commit and move forward. If not, we walk away and we take our losses. The choice is yours. Thanks very much. I'll be in contact.